Hi, I'm Dr. Tim Weir, and I gotta tell you, I love life. But when I'm not being a husband, a father, grandfather, an author, or a practicing chiropractor, I'm the host of the television show, Loving Life with Dr. Tim Weir. I love to cook. I love to travel. I like to spend time with people who do what they love and love what they do. Join me and my guests for the next 30 minutes as we help you discover how to love life. Man, you got trash you don't know what to do with. You got food, you got scraps left over, then you got paper. What in the world do we do with it? I got the answer for you. Let's go talk to Nick Morrow from Compost Now. Okay, you're cooking, you do all this stuff, you got all this stuff left over, all your apple cores and all that. What in the world do you do with it? Do you stick it down the garbage disposal, you throw it? Listen, we got good news for you. Nick Morrow is here from Compost Now. Nick, thank you for being with me.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Nobody else will come ever on my show with me. You're the only one, so thank you for doing that.
Yeah, excited to talk compost, talk a little dirty with you.
Ooh, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy today.
So, okay, I can see food and all that kind of stuff. What do you do?
Yeah, well, so Compost Now started in 2011, and the idea behind it was a personal problem. Living in an urban environment, you don't have space to compost, you don't want to annoy your neighbors and get pests coming into your yard, but we don't want to throw our organics into the landfill. So Compost Now is a collection service. We'll come by, you get one of these bins here throughout the week, put anything that's food in there.
So what's wrong with throwing it in the garbage and throwing it in the landfill?
Yeah, well, ultimately, all these organic materials, what they turn into is compost, which is it's filled with nutrients. It's a soil amendment. So instead of having it rot forever and be stinky in a landfill and take up all the space, these materials can be turned into compost, which then can be added back to soils, which helps build healthy soils and brings the nutrients back into them so we can continue growing healthy food.
So you talk about, because I'm going to be honest with you. I tried composting on my own, and it's messy. Mm-hmm. You know, like you got to turn that stuff and all that kind of stuff. But with what you're talking about, you don't have to do any of that.
Exactly. We like to say we're the easiest way to compost. So that's one thing that we try and take away. So compost has a stigma. It's stinky, it's smelly.
Yeah.
But actually what's stinky and smelly are these food scraps that end up hanging in the landfill forever. And compost is actually this earthy smelling, very rich material. Actually, I'd like you to open this up and take a whiff of it. Now,
Is this a trick?
Keep in mind, this was rotting food scraps. It was pizza boxes. It was all this at one point. How's it smell?
Doesn't smell like anything.
Yeah, it smells like dirt.
Wow.
So that's the point we like to get across. You know, people say, oh, composting is stinky, it's smelly. Well, actually, trash is stinky and smelly, hanging in a landfill forever. What we do is put all the organics together, combine them, they break down, and they turn into compost eventually, which can then be used in gardens and grow food.
Okay, so you're talking like leftover bananas. Mm-hmm. This is coffee grinds.
Yeah, so it's a lot more than just fruits and veggies, which a lot of people think you can compost. So anything that's food can be composted.
But there's paper here too.
Yeah, in addition to soil, paper, and cardboard, anything 100% cotton, natural wine corks. It ultimately ends up, assuming you're already taking recyclables out of your trash, 60% of your current waste that you're bringing to the landfill right now. So when you compost, you start to see that you're taking out your trash less and less, and your trash doesn't smell that bad.
So I mean, I'm sorry, but eggshells and too?
Eggshells, and even if you get the egg cartons that aren't made out of plastic, those can go and be composted as well and break down.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Because I'm telling you, here's what happens. We throw all this stuff into a landfill when it is actually designed to go back into dirt to replenish minerals, right?
Exactly, yes.
And so if we don't do that, all of a sudden our soil becomes less mineralized. We have depleted soil. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So you can think of it every time that you're growing something out of the ground from the soil, nutrients are taken out and brought into the plant. This is the process of returning those nutrients to the soil to keep the cycle going, so the soil doesn't eventually get depleted and then you can't grow anything.
Exactly. So you got paper towels, pizza boxes, all that kind of stuff that normally you would throw away. You pick it up, And turn it into dirt.
Yes. So the way compost now works, and the reason why we can collect a lot of things like meat, bones, dairy that you typically wouldn't do in a backyard pile is because we're collecting all the compost here. We partner with a commercial composting facility in the area where it's professionally managed. Very large pile that gets really hot, about 155 degrees at its core, which allows everything to break down. And then it ultimately turns into the compost that way, which we redistribute to our members, or if you live in an apartment, townhouse, you don't need the compost, you can share it with a community garden that we partner with. Some in the area like Interfaith Food Shuttle or
Well, that's really cool.
Yeah.
So you would keep this maybe under the sink?
Yeah, I keep it right next to my trash and recycling bin.
Yeah. Beside the bed?
Bin. Yeah. And what's neat is with this, with the snap top lid, you're getting no smells coming out it. We're coming once a week, so it doesn't really take, there's not enough time to smell anyway. And as I said before, your trash smells better. So if you accidentally drop something in there, you don't have to be afraid to go
searching. That is so cool.
For it. Yeah.
That is really cool. So basically this stuff is turned into this, and so people can actually get this or give it to the food shelter or wherever that you're talking about.
Yeah, so we'll drop it off at your house when you request it. So spring, like right now, everyone's requesting their compost because they have their gardens that they're getting ready to start up.
Sure.
And it's also a time when community gardens like to start their growing process. So we get really busy around April and May.
It's a great way to give back to the community. All right. So what a great thing to do. What an easy, fun thing for the whole family to do. Can you imagine getting the kids involved in this? It's their project to give back to the community. Do me a favor, go to the website right here. It's going to be right there. Check them out. I think you'll be glad you did. Nick, thank you for being with me. You're awesome, man.
Yeah, nice talking to you too.
Okay, don't change that channel. We'll be right back.
Dr. Tim Weir wants people like you to enjoy life to the fullest, and he has written several books. These down-to-earth, easy-to-read resources will help you love life. For example, You're Not Crazy, An Overcomer's Guide to Fibromyalgia. This book has helped hundreds of people. Or How to Reboot Your Brain When Drugs and Therapy Have Not Worked. This amazing book will help you or a loved one retrain the brain. Wake Up and Dream is a wake-up call so you don't sleep through life. Go to www.drtimweir.com and order your copy today.
I hear this every single day. Doc, I can't sleep. Dr. Weir, I'm having trouble sleeping. I came up with this formula. I call it Dr. Weir's Relax Formula. Now here's the side effect to this. You're gonna sleep so soundly. You're gonna notice a change in muscle aches, muscle pains, and immediately when you drink this, it begins to absorb. RelaxFormula.com.
Don't miss the 39th annual Meat in the Street Festival on Saturday, May 4th from 10 to 4 in historic downtown Wake Forest. Visit dozens of arts and crafts booths. Listen to live music all day. Enjoy all kinds of food trucks. Bring the kids to the Children's Village. Marvel at the BMX Stunt Bike Show. And best of all, meet your friends and neighbors at one of the region's premier spring festivals. Presented by the Wake Forest Chamber of Commerce.
Hey, I love creative people. I love people who can think out of the box, who can take ideas from here and put them down here onto paper and pen and songs and art and all kinds of stuff. And I'm with Jessica Watts from A Sweet Life.
Yes, A Sweet Life.
Thank you for being here with
Thank
me.
you for having me.
Well, talk to me, about, first of all, before we get into this, a little bit about Jessica. How did you get into this?
Well, I have always loved crafting. I've probably crafted since I was a little girl. And when I had children and was making a home, it was really important for me to create things for my house that to make it a home.
Yeah.
And the more I did it, the more fun I had. And the more fun I had sharing it with other women, other moms, and encouraging them to create parties for their children, things for their home, just to kind of trigger that inner creativity that we all have.
So you don't just go to the big store and buy some decorations and stuff. You can make incredible stuff.
And what's really important to me is to make it on a budget.
I like that.
It's most important to me, especially if I'm talking to moms. Usually we don't have lots of extra cash to make a wreath or to buy a wreath, but we can make it. And
Okay.
so I try to teach women how to do it on a budget.
Okay, so today we got some stuff that we're gonna make.
We're gonna make, and it's not gonna cost us anything, and it's gonna be fun.
It's not gonna cost us anything. Would you go
Not
steal
cost us
the
a lot.
stuff?
It's not cost us a
Okay.
lot. It's gonna
Okay.
cost us under $10.
I thought you went and stole.
Under $10.
I thought you stole some stuff.
No, I
Okay,
didn't.
here we go. So what are we making?
Okay, we are going to make a moss-covered rabbit. So spring is almost here. Well, it feels like spring right now.
Yeah.
But Easter will be here before we know it. And so I picked up this wooden rabbit at Hobby Lobby. And he
Love
was,
Hobby Lobby.
I love Hobby Lobby. And he was like $3.
Okay.
So we're already not spending a lot of money.
Yeah.
And he's cute. He comes with this little tail, but we're gonna just rip that off because we don't really need that tail.
Oh, I saw that on YouTube one time.
Did you? We're gonna cut it off. And I feel like he's kind of small. He has a hanger, but he's kind of small to go on a door. So we're gonna maybe put him like on our fireplace mantle
And
or
you just
something
like
like that.
ripping stuff
I like to rip it off. So we have our bunny, and then you can buy this really great stuff called sheet moss. You can buy it at Hobby Lobby. And you use your 40% off coupon when you buy it. And what's really cool about it is
So where do you get a 40% coupon?
you can download the app to your phone, so you always have it with you. Yep.
Wow.
And Hobby Lobby will take any competitor's coupons. So if you have Michaels or AC Moore, you can use all of them.
Wow.
So this does get a little bit messy at first.
Yeah,
but
that's
it
cool.
comes out like a sheet, just like
Yeah.
that. So we're gonna lay it moss side down. And we're gonna lay our little bunny right on top.
Oh wow, look at that.
Right on
It's
top.
just perfect.
It's perfect fit. And we're gonna trace him,
Okay.
all right? Just
Look,
with a
I'm holding,
You're
Sue.
helping me hold him.
Yeah.
Just with a marker.
I'm very good with this kind of
You're
stuff.
doing a
the
great
holding.
job.
I'm a good holder.
And this is something like even if a mom had young kids,
Yeah.
they could definitely help. My kids would love to help, especially my girls.
My granddaughters would love to be here doing
Yes,
this.
it's really fun. Okay, so we traced.
Take it off.
Take it off. Now we're just gonna cut it out.
Okay.
Now you can also buy moss like in Michael's, or I'm sorry, at Walmart, and it's a lot cheaper. However, it's usually not a sheet like this,
Yeah.
and you usually have to hot glue it on. What is really cool about this moss is it has an adhesive back to it.
I like easy.
Easy is good, right?
Yeah.
Especially we're all so busy.
Because otherwise then you get frustrated and all kinds of
And
stuff
you
starts
stop,
happening. Yeah.
yes, and you don't ever finish a project. We want to finish our projects.
How easy is this, huh?
This is so easy and fun. And think of all the different things that you could cover in moss.
Right.
Especially in the spring.
Mother-in-law.
Yes.
Yeah.
You could find some Easter eggs, plastic Easter eggs.
Yes.
And cover them in
No.
moss and put them in a basket.
With this?
Yeah, with your scraps.
Really?
And then you'll have a little centerpiece on your
It is
kitchen
very
table.
flexible, isn't it?
It is. You could cut a shamrock out of it. St. Patrick's Day will be here in March. And you can stick it on a frame.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Very serious.
Yeah.
How often then do you have to mow the rabbit once this is on?
You might want to keep it away from little hands that might like to play around with it.
Yeah.
Like I have a 3-year-old. Can you imagine?
No.
It would be a big mess.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna move this over here. All right, so it's got this great adhesive back.
Okay. Do you see the care that I put into just pushing that away like that? Amazing.
Amazing. All right. This is the coolest thing.
Wow.
And it is like super sticky.
See, so I'm backing off.
It's sticky.
Yeah.
It's
So
all
I don't
right.
want to wreck it.
I think I'm gonna do is lay them down, and we're gonna place the wood. Here we go,
Okay.
right on top. Kind of line it up a little bit.
I see.
Just
You know
like
what
that.
I would do?
What would you do?
I would start pulling it off here and lay it down and then pull that.
You could totally do that. That would probably be the smarter way to do it.
Now you're doing it the opposite side of this.
Yeah, just because we're not
Okay.
going to see the
Yeah,
back. It'll
yeah,
be
I
okay.
understand.
And you know, those little scraps are really good too
Phil,
if we need to fill any spots. All right, ready? Lift them up.
here we go. Oh wow, look
How
at that.
cute.
How cool is that?
Yep, so I have a few little spots.
Yeah. So you just,
Yeah, I brought my glue gun
oh wow. Wow.
too. But actually, we probably could just trim a little bit of these pieces and cover him up. Everybody needs a bow,
Yes.
right? Of
Well, I've seen
course.
them out in the yard and
They
all that.
totally need
do
a bow.
have bows.
All right, I'm gonna let you pick what color bow we're gonna make.
I like the yellow.
You like yellow? Okay.
Yeah.
So we talked about Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
Hobby Lobby is the best place to buy ribbon, and it is always 40 or 50% off.
Wow.
Yep. So one thing I have learned working with lots of women is that bows kind of intimidate them. And instead, they might spend a lot of money and have someone make it for them. But it is not
But
that
you don't
hard.
have to.
No, it is easy peasy. So we have our ribbon, and we're just gonna kind of fold it like that, just like that. And we're gonna go back and forth and back and forth.
Easy so far.
Easy, just
Okay.
like that.
Yep.
We're gonna take some floral wire. You can get floral wire in the
Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby or Walmart, anything like that. We're just gonna twist it, and we are gonna trim our tail of our ribbon. And whenever you make a bow, you always want to use wired ribbon because it has body to it.
Okay.
If you don't use it, wired ribbon, it'll kind of just flop.
So you're just moving it around.
We're
there.
just gonna move it around.
How
And
cool
look,
is that?
we have a bow.
Yeah.
Easy, right?
Yeah.
And really cute.
I could even do that.
You could totally do this. Anybody can do this. So I'm gonna trim my tails.
Do I lift up the rabbit?
Sure, I think I like the bow on his neck.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna do that. I'm gonna trim my wire, and we're gonna just put some hot glue on here. And hot glue can pretty much solve all problems.
Covers a multitude of
All
sins.
craft problems, hot glue can fix. You need to hem your curtains, just hot glue them.
How cool is that?
Yep.
Oh wow.
And then we're just gonna.
And then you could just set that like we got the rabbit back. You could set this
Yes.
right around the house.
It's just right around the house. You can put on your mantle. You can put him on an easel. You could mount him to just a natural piece of wood.
Women could put this on their dresses for Easter.
Maybe that might be
Yeah,
a little
there's a lot of good
bit.
ideas.
Yes.
I got many good ideas.
But it's so sweet.
Isn't that cool?
So sweet.
Listen, for more information,
Oops,
here's
lost our back.
Jessica's blog. Just go here. She's a wealth of information, and you're going to come back sometime,
I
and we're going to
would
do
love
more,
to
right?
come back. Yes, I would love to come back.
Okay.
Yes, that'd be awesome.
Don't change the channel. We'll be right back.
Having trouble sleeping at night? Do you toss and turn all night? Do you have leg or muscle pain? Dr. Tim Ware's Relax formula is an all-natural supplement with no additives or preservative. It's a unique combination of vitamins and minerals that allows the body to get a deep sleep. Here's what real people are saying about Relax. Since I've been using Relax, I don't have any severe muscle aches to speak of, like I usually do. The Relax didn't knock me out. I just got very relaxed and drifted off.
I hear this every single day. Dr. Weir, I'm having trouble sleeping. So I came up with this formula. I call it Dr. Weir's Relax Formula. Now here's the side effect to this. You're gonna sleep so soundly. You're gonna notice a change in muscle aches, and immediately when you drink this, it begins to absorb. Do yourself a favor and order some today. RelaxFormula.com.
Dr. Tim Weir wants people like you to enjoy life to the fullest, and he has written several books. These down-to-earth, easy-to-read resources will help you love life. For example, You're Not Crazy, An Overcomer's Guide to Fibromyalgia. This book has helped hundreds of people. Or How to Reboot Your Brain When Drugs and Therapy Have Not Worked. This amazing book will help you or a loved one retrain the brain. Wake Up and Dream is a wake-up call so you don't sleep through life. Go to www.drtimweir.com and order your copy today.
Are you always digging through a drawer full of tools? Well, now there's a simple solution. The amazing Kelvin 23. With 23 tools in one, you can tackle hundreds of everyday jobs, hang pictures, assemble furniture. You'll never run out of reasons to use your Kelvin 23. Super tough and lightweight. The driver locks at 90 degrees for extra torque, has a powerful magnet for loose screws, and a flashlight. So don't wait. Get your Kelvin 23 now. Call now, and we'll throw in this durable canvas pouch. Only $29.99 for 23 tools in one.
I want to talk to you this morning about something called intention. Intention is this thing, it's goals, it's things that you're looking at in the future. I'm actually going over to that marina over here. We're out on Longboat Key. If you don't have intention in your life, if you don't have goals that you're shooting for, you're just wavering through life. You bounce here and you bounce there, but you never really go anywhere. I see it in people all the time. They get to the end of their life and they say, man, I wish I'd have done this, I wish I'd have done that. Well, there's no intention to do that. So you got to set the intention in your life. Then there are things that you can do that will help you. One of these is this, it's called a little Garmin. And not only does this give me a map of where I'm going or where I've been, it tells me the depth of the water I'm in right here, right now, so that I can make better choices of where I'm going. So right now there's 15 feet of water, and I know that, so I know I'm safe with this boat. In your life, there are things that you can use as a Garmin. There are things that you can use that will help direct you. Those are other people around you. Those are things that you can capture from what others have done. Why reinvent the wheel when there are people who have gone before you and already done it? Where you go is determined by this, three things: what you hear, what you see, and what you think. So be careful of what you're listening to. There are things that you're listening to on a day-to-day basis that are getting into that subconscious mind and directing where you're going. You don't even know it. What are you reading? What are you looking at? Are you watching so much TV that your mind is... You don't even know who the President of the United States is right now, but you know who the top singer is. You got a problem if you're doing that. So be careful what you're reading. Read these incredible books that are out there. If you don't like to read, get them on tape or get them on CD or on the MP3 player. It's all about intention of where I want to end up at the end of my life. Here's a great thing to do. Look at the end of your life and make the decision. Try to figure out what I want to be doing at the end of my life. What do I want people to say about me at my funeral? Not, well, I'm glad that dirty jerk is gone. I want them to say, man, he made an impact on the world, and we're going to miss him. Because at that point, I'm on to bigger and better things. So, even today, here's what I did. Here's my Success Battle Plan book. I put this thing together. It's 365 days where I sit down and I write today's date. Here's today's quote, and that gives me the steps of finding out what my purpose is and then giving it all I've got and going for it. Here's the gas pedal for this boat. It makes me go fast, and you know what it does that? My intention gives me the gas to be able to go forward, stop, collect my thoughts. Where am I going? What am I doing? There are no dates in this book. You can start this book any day of the year. But I'm telling you, I'm hearing from people all across the country who are using this book. It's changing their life. Go to my website, drtimweir.com. It'll tell you how you can get this book. Order it today. You know what? I think it's 20 bucks or something like that. Wow, 20 bucks to change the future of your life forever. Do it right now. Let's get intention together and let's pull ourselves into the future.
Hi, my name is Anita. I was in an accident with whiplash, medium, and lower back pain, and I came to Raleigh Injury Chiropractic, and I believe it was the best thing I ever done. The staff here is wonderful. Dr. Weir is great. I couldn't ask for nothing else better in Raleigh, and I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad to maintain my health.
Hey, I'm Dr. Tim Weir. If you want results like Anita, call our office today, 919-790-1332. Call right now.
Don't miss the 39th annual Meet in the Street Festival on Saturday, May 4th from 10 to 4 in historic downtown Wake Forest. Visit dozens of arts and crafts booths. Listen to live music all day. Enjoy all kinds of food trucks. Bring the kids to the Children's Village. Marvel at the BMX Stunt Bike Show. And best of all, meet your friends and neighbors at one of the region's premier spring festivals. Presented by the Wake Forest Chamber of Commerce.
Dr. Tim Weir wants people like you to enjoy life to the fullest, and he has written several books. These down-to-earth, easy-to-read resources will help you love life. For example, You're Not Crazy, An Overcomer's Guide to Fibromyalgia. This book has helped hundreds of people. Or How to Reboot Your Brain When Drugs and Therapy Have Not Worked. This amazing book will help you or a loved one retrain the brain. Wake Up and Dream is a wake-up call so you don't sleep through life. Go to www.drtimweir.com and order your copy today.
It rhymes with werve, or sure, or perv. And I want to thank Jessica Watt for being with me today. Jingle, 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 jingle. I'm loving life. And eventually you're just gonna have me out the door. I've seen this before.